know why my mic takes so long to sync. It's very annoying. Sometimes it'll like say headset assigned 5 times before it actually syncs. So, anyways, if you're watching the Twitch stream, you don't know what's going on yet. If you watched the YouTube video, you already saw the title, so you know what this is. So I'm basically going to be demonstrating A, the build to go through levels fast and how to do it. B, the best method to drop a ton of items on spawn, what I call the kill everything, because that's what it does exactly. And just a couple tips. First off, guaranteed infinity, guaranteed multi-shot, power 40 on a 500,000 doom crossbow with rapid fire, probably 1,000. You don't want too high of a power, otherwise thorns will kill you. Power level, well actually the power levels don't really matter that much, just max out the damage. I only have it to where it's power 30 million, so when a player joins my game, I can see their power, but based on the team power, which does mean I have to have this weird ass number on Boots of Swiftness. Cooldown Acrobat, Swift-footed, and Shielding, high level, so you don't take any damage from mobs, aside from like Wither. 260 Rapier, I prefer 260, just don't make it too high. Also don't make it too low. I tried 240, and it actually couldn't even get the key. If you make something that do low enough damage, the key actually takes multiple hits, which is really weird. Bag of Souls at a high level, Soul Siphon, I have it at 700. Explorer that instantly heals you, and Shadow Blast, exactly level 7. 7, not 6, not 8, 7. Alright, so first off, speedrunning. Oh, kind of break down how to do it fast. So just getting to the end of the level is pretty self-explanatory. You activate both these artifacts, your boots and your mushroom. You roll with the swift-footed 50. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Swift-footed 50. These two don't matter, but swift-footed 50 is best. You could do like 40 or 30 if you want slower. Or if you want to go fast and fly off the map all the time, 100. Ghost Click makes you go a little faster and run through mobs. If you ever encounter an arena, what you want to do, get your Soul Siphon with the Rapier. Spam this, which kills everything that has been loaded in the game. It's everything on the map that you see. Any enemies in there, we'll be dead. Crossbow, specifically for doing that. There's a small period of invincibility, which if you don't break through it, like before it activates, then you're going to have to wait about half a second for the mob to be hittable. Unfortunately for the Jungle Abomination though, that's not going to happen because it has like 3 seconds of invincibility before you can kill it, which is really annoying. But for other mobs, mainly bosses, you just fire before they spawn and that'll kill them slightly faster than normal. So that's pretty much the only purpose of the crossbow, but also if you're trying to go to the end and then do the shadow bomb thing, you can use it for arenas to kill mobs quickly without killing everything else. But now we'll get into how to do the thing. So I used to leave raid captains alive so I could get all the banners dropping on me at the end, which is kind of funny. But I realized if you get the threat banners, if you're carrying another player, threat banners will give them higher power level items. So the best way to do it at the end, you can just take it out and spam it to kill everything, but you can get the Soul Siphon. Then make sure you load everything in the map. On some maps it takes a lot longer than others. Fiery Forge is my personal favorite to do it on, but I'll go through some good maps to do it and demonstrate why they're good. So you just walk around, kill the raid captains for threat banners if you want higher power items. Basically just explore everything, and once every enemy has been loaded, try not to kill anything. Then, obviously I didn't load every enemy there, but that's just an example. Then you can spam it. So you see this invincibility? Cut that time if you kill it beforehand. Yeah, by doing the Shadow Bomb you get... That was 6 items, 1 unique, from loading just a little bit of Moo. Let me compare that to... Oh, let me change my batteries real quick. Speed change, see how fast I can do this. Boom, boom, boom. Power on while I put the case on. Slide the other batteries in the charging case. Extend the prongs, plug it in, boom, alright. And power button. Why is the power button? Oh, did I put them in wrong? Damn it. What? Oh, yeah, I put them in wrong. Dang it. So close. Alright. So, tips. If you want to do the Shadow Bomb at the end, go for long levels with high mob density. So like if you go to Redstone Mines, they're very thin areas with few mobs. That's not good. If you go to Fiery Forge, massive open areas with tons of mobs. But you have to make note of the density. Like some maps, Pumpkin Pastures, huge open areas, but there's not really that many mobs, especially compared to Fiery Forge. So you want the most amount of mobs you can possibly have, and you want a lot of mini bosses and a lot of enchanted mobs for more items. That's why Obsidian Pinnacle is a great level, because you have a ton of redstone golems and like mini bosses in the small room, like the side area. Well, not really side area, but interior area, I suppose. So short levels with few mobs are terrible, which is why like Underhall's worst thing you can have. For speedrunning, if you're good at it, you're able to go so fast that the only thing that really matters is breaks. So Obsidian Pinnacle has one ambush you have to go through, and you have to wait for the boss to spawn in, which is pretty long. Pumpkin Pastures has, what is it? 2 ambushes? Yeah, 2 ambushes in the final part, which takes a while. But a level such as Moo, nothing, just the boss spawn, which you can bypass by shooting where it spawns. Redstone Mines, you have to free a bunch of villagers. Ideally, you just want the least amount of objectives that you're forced to do. Like Soggy Swamp is pretty good if you're fast enough, if you can get all the pots fast. But Soggy Cave, that's bad, even though it's typically a fast level. You have to wait for all the mobs to spawn, go through the things, do the puzzle, wait for the door to drop down. Really long. So high density, little ambushes and puzzles, long level. Dingy Jungle and Fiery Forge, pretty much the best thing you can have. Also, let me just turn on party audio real quick. Typically improves audio for whatever reason. So first start with the Ghost Cloak. You don't have to spam it as fast as I do, because it lasts 2 seconds, so you can just do it intermittently, but I prefer spamming it. You see just how many mobs there are. Oh. See, that's prone to happen, but if you have, like, this is swift-footed 250, I believe. If you have this on, then you're going to run into walls constantly and always fall off the map. If you want something more moderate, like to where you just go fast but won't really fall off, go with maybe 30 or 40. If you want to go fast, go with 100. I prefer 50 because it gives a good balance of speed in these large areas, aside from these stupid obstacles. And some control. Also, in areas like these, if you're trying to do every mob spawn, make sure to get all the side areas, because you will get a couple more mobs over here, which does benefit. Just out of nowhere. And if someone's playing with you and you're carrying them so they can get a bunch of loot, they can just do the arenas while you run through to get an extra gold chest or 2. Alright, yep. Do all that. Through there. So far, this doesn't seem to be a great run because there's not many side areas. Side areas and Fiery Forge are the best because you have super long things, lots of raid captains. Oh, there's one. I hate gravity pulse so much. Nope, we want threat banner. Actually, we don't need any banners. Typically, you would want threat banners to level up the gear and mystery banner if you want to give a better illager chest at the end. But right now, I don't really care about that. Okay, come on. This part is... I hate this generation. I think it's so annoying. The rapier is for that. You'll notice I missed, but I was able to quickly adjust and go back to it. So if you're trying to press something and you miss, you can just realign and press it again. Really helpful if you have a slow weapon. Even something like moderately slow, like if you have a scythe, which I used to use, or a battle staff, then you have to wait slightly longer. Oh. Okay. But if you have a rapier, which is the fastest attacking weapon in the game, very quick. It also gives you soul siphon triggering a lot faster. That's ideal. I want to see what that has. Ooh. Overcharge, Void Strike, Commanded or Roll Charge. That's not bad. This area, it's pretty fun to try and roll straight down the middle. There we go. Alright, get the Shadow Shifter out. And with your cooldown, Shadow Blast level 7, Soul Siphon and Bag of Souls for many souls. You can either spam it, which turns it on and off, or to go even faster, hold down your melee attack and because you attack so fast, it'll instantly like take you out of it once you go in. So some stronger mobs you will need to spam a little more, especially slimes. If you go to the jungle, you'll notice you have to spam it many times to kill every slime. That was actually a bad run. You can get roughly 20 to 30 items if you have multiple side areas that are long in Fiery Forge. Don't do the end either. May seem good, but keep in mind the elytra jumps and the huge areas. They're so spread out that you won't be killing everything, I don't think. Because I've noticed I go through the entire level and only get 7 items. So I think it's due to the distance between them. It's another good level to demonstrate. Iggy Jungle, that's good, but that's quite long. All of these are quite good. Relatively flat, a little annoying to deal with the ice, but they have a decent amount of mobs in them, especially Frosted Fjord, the cave area. Water, don't do, just because it takes longer. It's stupid. I'll just give best recommendations for each level. So here, Digging Jungle, easily. Overgrown Temple is quite good too. Treetop takes a while to do, and Panda not great. Of the water levels, I wouldn't recommend any of them, but I guess... Oh, wow, they all suck. Radiant Ravine, maybe? I wouldn't do any of these, though. Frosted Fjord, probably the best here. Lone Fortress is close by. Same thing with Lost Settlement. These two are like a close second place to Frosted Fjord. Colossal Rampart's probably the best here. Don't do either of the Gales, because very sparse mobs. Windswept Peak's pretty good, but Colossal Rampart has really dense mobs. In the Nether, the Soul Sand Valley is not the best. Basalt Deltas is hard to navigate, not many mobs. The Forest, quite good, good density of mobs. Nether Fortress is my ideal one. A little long to do the puzzles, but there's quite a lot of mobs. Nether Waste's long, well not long, but like long in length, but short to run through if you're fast and boring. I would not recommend that. I wouldn't recommend either the end levels either, just because of how annoying they are, but if you had to do one, I'd say probably Wilds. So let me just demonstrate Frosted Fjord real quick. And Polar Bear on the right. Cool. I've never actually done a run where I could go through without ever falling in the ice. I kind of want to try that right now. Okay, do this. Actually, this time I'll demonstrate what happens if you kill them throughout. And then at the end, I'll do Obsidian Pinnacle. So Obsidian Pinnacle is one of the best, if not the best level. Do it. Oh, no ice, no ice. Okay, good, good. Watch the mini-map. Don't fall in, don't fall in. Yes, yes, yes. Dodge all ice pools. Run around. Yes! I did it! Oh. That is a challenge, to say the least. And you definitely notice when you're getting a lot of mobs is when things are dropping on you a lot and you're seeing a ton of damage numbers as you run by. Once again, there you could accelerate that by holding down your melee. Don't really need to though. Go down side areas if you want to. Get really everything, you know. Open up. So you can see big air open areas. Super fast to run through, that's another good thing. Going flat, unobstructed areas, which is one reason Fiery Forge is pretty bad. There's a lot of obstructions. Quite annoying to run through. That was not great. There was not many items there, honestly. Notice why you want the Bag of Souls, so you can just endlessly spam this. Also, across this gap, I have tried to roll across it many times. Okay, never mind. I guess you can cross it. I'm proving myself wrong in so many aspects here. It's kind of funny. Not getting many mob drops, which is kind of weird. Okay. That's one reason to hate these levels. It's very easy to fall on a lot of them. And Windswept Peaks, the cave area, is very difficult. Any tight area with a lot of drop-offs, hard to do when you're going fast. I recommend switching to Ghost Cloak so you still go fast, but have control. Especially in the Gale Sanctum area, we have to walk across the pipes. One, two, three. I spawned. Oh, darn. Alright, lastly, Obsidian Pinnacle. That's Underhall, it's not Obsidian Pinnacle. Hell no. Underhall is really slow. Lots to navigate. Not many mobs. Not a good level. Yeah, I don't want to drop all items. I'll do killing them along the way, I guess. There's actually a couple tips I can give. Certain levels have their own things, like some skips, faster methods, things to increase loot. There's two things I'd recommend here. On that area right there where you walk down the stairs, don't go fast, you will fly off. Always take it careful. Really any of these piston areas. I'll just let them all spawn in and then kill them. Oh yeah, after some time, the shadow shifter, notice I'm pressing it. It will just deactivate. You have to manually melee to get out of that. You can actually run past this area. If you fly off the map, you get past it. And then you can go to the Arch-Illager. The gate is open, and you can see the struggling Arch-Illager at the end before even fighting the boss. And you have to go back and press the levers in order to start the boss fight, which is pretty funny. Those areas too where you fall down, high likelihood of falling off. I'm getting super lucky here, not falling off. You can obviously avoid that by making a slower swift footed, which I might try out sometime, but on these long straights it helps. So, if you're reading the level, I tried to say the word speedrunning, but that clearly was not the word speedrunning. If you're speedrunning it, you can just run across. But, if you want to get all the loot, go in, obviously. Kinda how you get all the loot. Well, that's a cute little reading area. Around. Yep. Got a unique probably from that Enderman. Obviously, you can get the gold chest over there if you want. So, here. Notice there's area behind there. What you do, walk on this barrel. You can do this without mod stuff too. Walk along the wall. Boom. Whole another area you didn't get to. Now this is actually where you cross the gap, so if you just ran across the gap, you would get there by default, but otherwise you'd have to walk backwards across that rubble, and you get more side areas, so more loot, and more chests. If you're ever confused why you missed a chest, that would be why. Ooh. Not bad. I think I'll also do the final demonstration I'll do is why some bad levels are bad. There. Not many redstone golems here, that's kind of strange. It's very golem lacking, and I'm not getting many items from it either. Typically redstone golems drop a lot of items. So either there's no golems, or they're just not dropping any good items. Or items at all, really. Over here there is a chest. Sometimes. Not this time. It's also a little difficult to get back. Going over here takes some time, because hitting steps slows you down. I don't need to do the boss fight, you get the point. So let me just do pumpkin pastures to demonstrate why it can be good, but also bad. Most of the stuff you can really figure out on your own, but I'm here to help you in case you don't want to. So get your soul siphon early on, even if you're running through, just so you don't have to get it later. So big open areas, but notice not really dense with mobs compared to Fiery Forge, where there's mobs every 2 square inches. you're unaware, there is a brown chest here, which also lets you skip onto the boat faster, though you do take some fall damage. Gold chest over there, you can get that if you want. So typically I run up here. I don't know why I run up here when it's clearly a lot faster to just run around. Some things to avoid down here, that was pretty good. And here's where you see the first big slowdown. Why does the arrow sound like that? Those are some goofy ass arrow sounds. What is this? That sounds so funny. So anytime you have to wait for either an ambush or a puzzle, actually, best demonstrated in Saga Cave. So Saga Cave, which is infamous for being one of the shortest levels, probably the shortest aside from Stronghold, which isn't really like it takes you to End Wilds. So this part, pretty fast to run through unless you fall off. It's kind of hard because most of these areas you can't walk off of. Now, there is actually a way to go faster, which is by not staying in one room. This applies to modded and unmodded. You let the enemies spawn in the first room, and then in the time it takes for them to spawn, start these two. So, while those are spawning, you can go back to the first room and kill them all, which in a normal run saves you... Actually, I guess it does save you quite a good amount of time. Because essentially, if you're going to kill them, like, the time they have to spawn is the same regardless. But you start the other one, like, probably... Depends on how long it takes you to kill them, but like, I don't know, 10 to 20, 30 seconds earlier. If you have your Shadow Shifter, you can kill the mobs from across the map. And then here you have to, do the ambushes, then you have to do puzzles. You can't run backwards, unfortunately. I don't know why, but if you attempt to run backwards, door not open. And unfortunately, you also can't, to my knowledge, just go back in, okay, what the hell? Go back in backwards. Oh, you can. Okay. Cool. I guess you just have to cross over the area that closes down. And of course, both modded and unmodded, you can do that. Takes a little bit of skill, and every time you're playing co-op, it's really fun to see who can get it first. So that's pretty much how to speedrun, do the Shadow Blast Bomb, kill everything, whatever the hell you want to call it. Also, one thing to piss you off, look at the armor stand on the left of the screen. Notice how the neck is 4 pixels wider than the one in Minecraft, which is horrifically annoying. Don't know why they did that. And just to finish it off with a little funness. Yep. 12 Luck of the Sea. Which does also mean in Luxury Merchant, you're gonna get a unique every single time, if not 2 or 3. Ooh, that's every focus. Cool. I don't know why the focuses are so common at hard rarities, like, or not rarities, powers. I've never used a focus, honestly. Not gonna lie, I think every time you don't get a unique, is mostly when it's something that can't be a unique like this, or when it's an artifact. I've seen 5 uniques here before. Whoa, hold up. Damn! Double Radiant Swirling Fighter's Bindings 251. And Pain Cycle Void Strike exploding, I guess. See, there you go. That's kind of cool. All 3 of the elemental focuses on the right, 3 red ones on the left, and then 2 useless enchantments in the middle. And of course that does apply to Z-Mystery Merchant. I don't know why I re-rolled, I didn't have to. given the fact that you can get artifacts, it's gonna get a lower chance. There's a unique. I don't know why I got a artifact. Those can't be unique. 3 unique items in a row, ignoring the artifacts. Unique, unique, unique. This is the loot I give people just for fun, honestly. And it kind of matches colors, which is cool. Like the Gloopy Bow, the Spine Chill Spear, and this has similar hand colors-ish. And it glows like hell. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed, hope you were informed, and adios.